Good morning. Welcome back to Southwest Florida. Living in Faith. My name is Laura. And today I'm starting my day off. I have some little chores just to do around the home. And I wanted to start these vlogs off the best to my ability. Just reflecting on which day it is. Of course, these always post the next day, but today Thursday. Today is Thursday the 2nd, so I thought I would start off with today's verse with the calendar. There's different apps and there's the Bible that I read, and honestly with the calendar I sometimes will just read a bunch at once. But I thought, why don't I just start really just doing this each day? So today, Thursday the 2nd, Galatians 1:10. For am I now seeking the favor of men or of God? Or am I striving to please men? For if I were still pleasing men, I wouldn't be a servant of Christ. Amen. Amen. That verse is a pretty powerful one for me. I didn't even realize it. I know I glanced at it, but I didn't realize I was going to be reading that one. That is quite a God instance. Not coincidence. It's a God instance that I'm really going to be pondering that verse. So, like I said, starting off today with some chores. As you can see, I have not quite moved shells around. I put those super big ones in the big jar, but I still kind of just have all of them in this jar. I am not quite sure when I will get to that, but it is on the list. I've got the jar bought. I just haven't done it yet. She was a good girl while I vacuumed and everything. That my sweetheart. She's so good. Hi friends. Well, I did a weekly run through different house chores that I like to do. If I can on Thursdays, sometimes it drags till Friday, but I got it done. Some laundry in the dryer, but that's always sporadic, so whatever. But I'm all done. Grateful for that. See, I get all sweaty. This is a older person thing for me. It used to be, I don't know if it's like this for any other ladies, it used to be like in my 20s and even younger 30s and things like that. I used to work out like all the time. And I would not like get really sweaty. Anybody else like that? Like I just went in maybe like a little tiny bit, like an hour later. Now I'm like, oh, I got up and I just dusted for a second. I'm sweaty. So that's where I'm at. But I don't mind it. I don't do well in the cold. That will physically hurt. And I like stop moving. I don't know if anybody else has been like that in the cold where you're doing something like you need to get into your house and you got the key, but your hand won't move because you're just too cold. Like everything just stops. And it hurts my bones. So I'll be sweaty and like this, but feel good. Kind of like, you know, oh, like a little sauna. My own sauna. But I'm done with that, and I'm happy for that. Happy Thursday. Looking forward to the weekend. I've been trying to plan what I'm going to do on Saturday, and I will have that for you. That little update coming soon. I am heading into town really quick. I just have to run a really quick errand before I start my workday. And today's video is really short. Just a Thursday morning. Jump starting some chores and spending time in the Word. I like the thought of sharing a verse today. I'm gonna be doing that, and I know a lot of things with my channel. It's just started. It's brand new, and I know that there's going to be a lot of changes. There's a lot of learning curve for me, and but I'm excited, and I'm excited for anybody that comes in and views. Thank you so much for being here with me on this daily day, and would enjoy hearing from anybody in the comments at any time. If you ever have any prayer requests, let me know. I'm happy to pray for you. And as I'm going into town this whole morning and last night even, I've been doing some reflecting. So I'll share that, you know, parts of it. And it's really about, you know, the people who, whether that's friends or that's family, who've really not been a big part of your life for a while, for some time. And could be for your own good reasons too, you know, even if that was not something that you did. But it could be for your good. And just learning to set boundaries. A lot of what I am focusing on now is my peace, my own growth, not making myself about someone else. Even as far as friends or, you know, even, and I'm single, but even in marriage, that person's really not, I know we all romantically say you complete me and things like that, but we're not supposed to seek fulfillment like somebody else fulfills you. It should be the Lord, the Lord above everything. Otherwise, it's stumbling, because none of us are perfect. We all have our faults, we all have our issues, and we're not all glamorous all the time. And so I'm learning to really just focus on the Lord and set boundaries, healthy boundaries where it needs to be, instead of being at all, you know, like somebody do all these things to you, and then in an instant you feel like you're obligated to roll over me again or thing. And not that that's happened recently, but those are just things that I've learned, patterns I need to stop. And this is like years into this development, you know, so been doing that, but more and more, like really growing and stepping and walking into that. And my thoughts were just those, you know, recently that may come into your life. Some of them you may be to have boundaries with, you know, the arms out there, but you have healthy boundaries. You know your limits. You know where you're going to stand. Your foundation. and stand on that and healthy boundaries. And others, even though, you know, maybe you love them and everything like that, maybe it's not something that you want to give full open access to, you know. And then part of that is setting boundaries, and other parts may be like, where will this go? Is this gonna be a healthy thing? So I've been having deep thoughts about that last night and this morning, and praying on that, and so those are just some thoughts, you know. I'm sure other people are going through that, you know. You come up with your different reasons and doing different things, and I pray on it. For me, it's prayer, and I don't want to do anybody wrong, but I can't be everything to everybody either. I have to take care of myself and protect my own self, my own heart, and yeah, so it's just where I'm at. So I thought I would share that, but I'm getting ready to run an errand, and we'll catch you all later. This might be it for this vlog today. Hey y'all, I just thought I forgot to mention something. Earlier I said I was kind of sort of planning something on Saturday, and then I thought I would mention it in the drive, but I didn't. So, Lord willing, though. Oh, Miss Malakaya. Well, yeah, I love you. Oh. She said, Lord willing, you get a cat hug today. Oh, I love you, Miss Malakaya. Lord willing, I'm planning on Moat Sea Aquarium this Saturday. It would be a nice weather for a beach day, but I know I was hitting them so much on the long weekend, and I thought, why don't I give myself just break it up from that, go to Moat. I do love Moat, and this is of course the new one, in case anybody hasn't been to the new one yet. It is very nice. And so I plan on showing that for Saturday and invite you to join me then. But otherwise, this does wrap up today's vlog, and I thank you all so much for being here, and pray you have a wonderfully blessed day. Bye.